Okay, thank you for being here today for the Media Pro interview for MoCo Cap. Can you please tell me your name and your job title?
My name's Sebastian Zimmerman. I'm a dog groomer.
Thank you. And we're just going to go straight into the questions. What motivated you to pursue this career path?
My love of animals has gone on my whole life. I've had dogs pretty much since I was born, and loving dogs made me want to go into the grooming business. And just having dogs around me is always a good thing.
Great, thank you. What do you find most fulfilling about the work that you do?
Customer satisfaction, seeing a customer's faces when they pick up their dog. It can be from the most extravagant haircuts that they go wild for to just nail clippings and seeing their dog happy just walking out the door.
Thank you. And what are some common misconceptions about your job?
People think cutting dog hair is an easy job or it's fun and really something that's not too difficult to do, but it takes skill and practice. There's things that could happen during the grooming, but we try to push through those little moments and do a good job.
Thank you. Now we're going to get into questions about your training and education. So, what specific education or training prepared you for this career?
Just high school diploma is all you need. Training takes maybe 4 to 6 months of just step-by-step grooming and just on hand for hours a day. You have to practice scissoring, nail cutting, washing dogs, just all the things you need to become a groomer. And it's depends on the person who starts. It could take you 4 months, and it could take you 6 months. It just all depends on you.
Great, thank you. How do you ensure that your skills and knowledge stay relevant in a rapidly changing industry?
I have to stay up to date with all the haircuts from even from out of country. People do it differently from from what they do here. We can go to seminars that they have in the East Coast. They have lessons that you can take. They have different equipment that you can use. There's a lot of different scissors and blades, different sizes for all kind of haircuts. And you just got to stay up to date with everything that's happening. Every year, different styles come out, and you just got to learn day by day or year by year, stay on point with everything.
Thank you. And what is an important quality that has attributed to professional success?
I think the most important thing would be patience and knowing that you're not always going to do the exact same job for every single dog. There's different styles and different things that you must do to ensure customer satisfaction.
Great. Thank you. And now we're going to get into questions about the day-to-day life at your job. So walk me through the typical day in your role as a dog groomer.
Get in around 8 a.m., fill up the shampoos, make sure all your equipment is clean, have all your equipment in general just ready to go. There's different types of things that you have to check. First is every single shear that you have to be sharp and ready. All your blades have to be clean in case anything gets stuck or just doesn't work. You always got to be prepared an hour before. Then have all the tubs ready, the water at a medium temperature, and your desk to be organized. Organization is probably the most important. You don't want to lose any of your things, or then it's just more and more time wasted.
Okay, and then after that?
After that, you receive the customers. You ask them what kind of haircut your dog wants. They tell you a specific thing. They tell you what kind of breed their dog is, if they want that sort of cut. You can recommend going shorter or longer, if they want a skirt, no skirt, boots, no boots, anything that the customer asks for, you try to do your best to do.
Okay, and is that your full day?
That is my full day.
Nice, thank you. Can you describe your interactions with clients or stakeholders in your role?
For our clients, we try to interact as much as we can. Um, Having a strong relationship with our clients ensures that they come every 3 months or so, and that becomes a year-round thing. They become more friendly to you. You become more of like a person they can trust for their dog, especially because their people now treat their dogs like they're pretty much their kids.
Yeah. Of
So we're ensuring them that we have full trust and skill to receive and groom their doggies.
course. And how do you handle stress or pressure in your day-to-day role at work?
Taking a step outside, breathe some air. With the doggies around you, you could always pet them. It's always nice having them around. They're soft. Sometimes they're just fun to play around with. Then you could always just eat something, take a
Mhm.
drink of water, take a step back and just stop what you're doing for 5 minutes and then get back into it. It all depends on the person. Some people don't handle pressure well. Those people could maybe stop for an extra 15 or so and then just get back to work.
Great, thank you. Now we're going to get into questions about challenges and adaptability. So, can you discuss a time when you've had to innovate or think creatively to solve a problem at work?
Most dogs sometimes don't like the grooming, especially cats sometimes, and they handle things differently. We have to stop the grooming, let the cat or dog relax. Sometimes they could bite, sometimes they could claw. It
Mhm.
all depends on the animal you're grooming. It's hard to just stop right away and let them relax because it's sometimes a time-based thing that you go through. Customers sometimes don't have any patience, and then some have plenty of patience.
Mhm. Can you share an experience where you had to quickly learn a new skill or technology for a project?
When I first started doing cats, it was very hard. I didn't really know what I was doing. The skin is different, the hair is different. It takes a lot to just clip the nails. It's a whole different process from doing dogs. They're very temperamental, so you can't just go in it right away like you could do with dogs. So it took time for me to learn. It wasn't quick, but it wasn't too slow either.
That's good. Thank you. And then what do you think are the biggest challenges facing professionals in your industry today?
Keeping up to date with haircuts is kind of difficult unless you Google it, YouTube it, or anything like that. You just gotta keep in mind that people are doing differently for most haircuts now from when I started working years ago to now. It's I've had to adapt to different things.
Thank you. And now we're going to go into some extra fun questions for you. So, if you could switch roles with someone in a completely different profession for a day, who would it be and why?
Oh, I'd be a professional soccer player for sure. Just something I've always loved, found easy to me. Um, it's just I feel like it's more like of a chill type of career, just focus on something you love doing. It's just more exciting to me.
That's great. Thank you. And what is the coolest project or task that you've ever worked on in your job?
For Halloween or just specific holidays, mostly Halloween, we have dogs that come in that want haircuts that look like dinosaurs or they look like specific shapes. We leave the entire head to look like a mane, like a lion. We have cats that have little patterns and stripes that they want to give them. We dye dogs' tails, ears, their little boots. As creative as the customer wants it, we could do it for them, and it's really fun seeing all the crazy designs that we can do.
That is cool. And the last question is, what is the funniest thing that's ever happened at work?
Um, Probably just running around the grooming area and having a 10 to a dozen dogs just following you around, barking at you, nibbling at your legs. I've had a cat slap the back of my head once while I looked away just once. It's just like small but fun things that can happen to you.
That's really cool. Thank you for sharing. And that concludes all of our questions for today's interview. Thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate your time. And that concludes our Meet a Pro interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you.